What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Socially Awesome channel. Elise Smith here, and I am so excited to be continuing our March Madness MLM Network Marketing Series, whatever you want to call it. If you haven't been following me super long, I started a new company in January. And so I had a large explosion in February into my team, and I have a lot of people in my community who are in network marketing and constantly asking me, what are some tips? What are some things that they can do to work on their businesses and help them be successful? Because there's so much opportunity in direct sales. People just don't know how to put it into their content strategy. They're not sure how to work through it. They've been taught the wrong way. So I've dedicated the entire month of March to helping you. So today's topic, I am so over the overhype. So over it. Okay. This is probably one of the worst mistakes. Okay. This is probably, and I'll probably get some backlash on this, and that's okay. I'm pretty strong-willed, and strong skin. But from my previous company, it was hype, so much hype that I kept having this disappointment. I kept disappointing my team. I kept disappointing my leaders. And I'm like, I am over the overhype. I am done with it. Like, okay. So let's go ahead. This is the worst one to me. But if you overhype it, it will bring so much dishonor upon you. Okay. Overhype. Let me give you a definition. I'm going to start with a definition so that I know that I'm starting with facts. To make exaggerated claims about a product, idea, or event. Publicize it or promote it excessively. So some of you may look at my content, my posts, my feed, and say, she overhypes everything. I had 28 people join my organization in February because I'm a leader and they want to work with me, and I've continued to provide know, like, and trust and value to them. So I didn't hype anything. I hyped me because I have accountability for me. But overhyping a product and overhyping a company that you have no control over, that's where it gets fishy. So I know people are going to listen to this and they're going to, have some bad, they're going to be like, oh, she's just full of herself. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm not for everyone. But others are going to listen to me and say, she's right. And I recently went to Cabo. I'm going to take a sidetrack for a second. I recently went to Cabo for an immersion event with my business coach and some other women in that event. And I got to listen to Christina Whiteley. If you don't know her, please go follow her. She's amazing. She is a leader, top % leader in network marketing. And, I had toned myself down the last couple months. If you followed me earlier in end of 2022, you would see a lot of boldness. But the last 2 or 3 months, I'd stepped back from that because I was worried, and I don't know where it came from, but worried about what people would think about my boldness, if it was offensive or assertive or aggressive. And you know what? At that event, Christina was like, who cares? And I'm like, yes, girl, who freaking cares? Because I'm tired of biting my damn tongue. So this is my channel, and I'm going to share with you that overhype does nothing but turn people off. So if you're not sure, if you're overhyping, just look at how frequently you use all caps, how many exclamation points you use, how many times you tell people, this is amazing, this is amazing, this is amazing, this is amazing. Okay. A big network marketing mistake is using that overhype to attract people, because then what happens is you'll get a big team and they won't want to do anything because you overhyped it. So hopefully I've made that clear what overhyping is and why it's a mistake. I think it's pretty clear of why overhyping can be bad, but it's just plain abrasive and annoying. So I was starting to get very annoyed with my previous company at the overhype. We talked about this huge new product launch coming. It was going to change the industry. It was going to disrupt. That was my favorite word. It was going to disrupt the industry. And when it came out, I was disappointed before I even brought it to my customers. I was like, it's the same thing, just stronger. Like, okay, cool. And like I said, I'm going to get some backlash, so that's okay. I'm open to it. But it was overhyped. It was overhyped. And I immediately felt disappointed, and I was going to be disappointed bringing it to my customers. So my apologies for demonstrating that, but it's just powerful saying it out loud and getting it off my chest and letting it go. So to top things off, hype is bad for 2 other reasons, okay? Most people consider hype scam, right? So if you're too hypey, you sound scammy. You sound like scammy, Pammy, and spammy Tammy. And we had a whole episode on that last week, but not really good for your business. Okay. So you want to be calm, cool, collected, confident, relatable, real, relevant, all of those things, but you don't want to be considered scammy. Okay. The few people who are attracted to hype are not really who you want on your team anyway. They're going to be your cheerleaders. They're going to be least likely to put in any work because you hyped it up to make it seem like they can just come in super easy and just sail to the top. They'll be the people that complain the most about the product. They'll give you all kinds of headaches, and they will be your problem child. So do yourself a favor and don't hype. What can you do about it? Show people a buried treasure. So we talked about it above, about your ideal client, your ideal customer, your avatar is in pain, right? So like your ideal client is a mom I said in above, but in the previous episode, we talked about, a mom who has no energy. Maybe she's a homeschooling mom and she's home with the kids all day and she's got no energy left. They have difficulties and they struggle in their life and they want to overcome, but there's just one problem. People don't like to change. They hate change. People get uncomfortable with change. They don't like to be uncomfortable. So you have to remind your audience of that pain. That's the knife. Like, jab that knife in. Like, I know you're tired. I know you can't play with your kids after school time. I know you're falling asleep. You got to jab that little knife in there like that. I know this is gruesome. Got it. Okay. And how it's holding them back from reaching their goals and dreams. The gold. I know you just want to be able to play in the yard with the kids after school, make dinner, have a calm afternoon, live that dream life, but you're so exhausted you fall into the couch cushions and crash before bath time. Like, jab and tell them you know what they want, right? The most effective way to do this is through storytelling, authentic storytelling. But you can also employ this in your general marketing. So I'll give you an example. So you could say something like, this would be for like network marketers that have lack of leads. This would be my example. Tired of a lack of leads? Then grab my guide that will teach you a strategy I'm using to generate over 400 new leads in a week. So we stuck in that knife. Are you tired of not getting your leads? And that's effective, right? But we can go deeper. We twist the knife if we want. The lack of leads isn't really their pain point. That's just what's on the surface. I mean, you're a network marketer, right? You get it. So if you struggle with generating leads, tell me what your real pain isn't. Tell me if your real pain isn't bugging friends and family. You don't want to bug friends and family. You don't want to be a mall shark hitting up random strangers in the mall. You don't want to have inauthentic conversations on social media with random strangers to build a rapport, to pitch them. Like, you're not sure how to do that. You're leaving friends and family traveling long distance to go and grow your business. You're seeing other people around you have success while they're still losing money by paying for auto ship. On and on and on. Oh, that hurts, right? It's hurting because I know it's hitting deep. I know I'm hitting you deep right now, but that's okay. You don't want to leave people with the pain. You don't want to leave them with a knife buried in them, okay? You got to give them the solution, but make sure that it's not overhyped and it's the truth, okay? Hype promises the world at a minimal, if any cost. Showing them the buried treasure lets them know that they can hit goals and achieve their dreams with you. Whether it's losing weight, building a business, it takes work, okay? If you're selling jewelry, candles, something like that, where the stakes don't seem as high, I encourage you to use point number 1 again and build your own personal brand, okay? We talked about this the first episode, so it aired March 2nd. I talked all about building your personal brand and why that's important and why you shouldn't mention your company name so often. Go back and reference that episode, okay? But building a business where your network marketing product is just one solution is a bigger problem that your audience has, okay? So make sure you show them the bigger picture. You show them the way out. Problem, pain, solution, benefit. Problem, pain, solution, benefit. That's how you should write your content. And if you don't know how to write content and you struggle with content and you're unsure of content, check the show notes. If you're in my community, if you're not in my community, you need to get in it. Socially Awesome Entrepreneurs, you can check the show notes for the link. I also have the Socially Awesome subscription, which gives you 30 days of personal branding captions that you can customize to yourself. It's $39, y'all. $39. That's crazy. It's like $1 a day. Pretty much like $1.10 a day. I don't know. Do the math. But all right, y'all. So that is it for today's episode. I cannot wait to see you next week. Make sure you take a picture of this, throw it in your stories and tag me. I will share it to my audience. That is the most efficient way to grow your audience is get in front of other people's. And until next time, make it simple, make it social, and make it awesome. Thanks, guys.